November 6th of this year, you're going to have the opportunity to vote on a Fire District Capital Bond Measure, Bond Measure 3-542. I want to talk a little bit today as far as how did we get there. Back in November, the Board of Directors, as part of our Fire Department strategic plan, asked the staff to evaluate our capital needs moving forward into the fire district, with the fire district's capital needs. With that, we did some planning. Staff looked at all aspects of the fire district, from facilities to apparatus and equipment, and future planning as far as growth within the fire district. So on June 20th, the Board of Directors made the decision to put in front of you the Capital Bond Measure 3-542, which will be voted on in November. The bond measure will cover a variety of areas, which we're going to cover with you today, from the remodeling of the main fire station, the remodel of a minor remodel of the substation on Highway 170, and apparatus. We have some aging apparatus, as well as future planning for the north side of the city, as we now have a second medic unit in service 24 hours a day. We would like to move that apparatus to the north side of the tracks to better serve you on medical calls. We also are going to have growth that's going to happen in the north end of the city. And so we'd also like to look at purchasing some property for a future fire station if it's needed. So with that, you're going to have some other people from the fire district talking specifically as far as what the bond issue is going to do for you as the citizens of the fire district.
If approved, part of the bond dollars will go to enhancing the fire station facilities at our main fire station on Pine Street. This station was built in 1996 when only 2 firefighter paramedics were on shift 24 hours a day. Since 1996, our emergency calls have increased by over 131%, and the population of Camby at the same time has increased by 61%. We anticipate growth to continue for the citizens of Camby, and enable to serve them better, we will need to add more staff. To do that, we will need to add more beds, a larger kitchen area, and locker rooms, specifically that are also more female friendly.
Bond funds will be used to purchase upgraded firefighting and medical response equipment, such as cardiac monitors, so we have consistent access to up-to-date equipment.
The Camby Fire Substation on Highway 170 south of town. The substation houses 3 volunteer firefighters that are students with us, and also supports 2 fire apparatus. Currently the substation was built in 1970 and is in need of structural upgrade.
So the fire district would use bond funds to buy a ladder truck, to repair or refurbish the engines and medics like you see behind me that are beyond their operational age. This engine is nearing 20 years old. And also the ladder truck's going to help keep our ISO rating down where it is, which will keep your insurance premiums down.
We'll be looking at putting in a Northside Station, a medic response station north of the railroad tracks in the north side of our district. And one of the things that would do for us is allow us to decrease our response times to our emergency medical calls that are on the north side of the railroad tracks throughout our district. So another thing that the bond would potentially allow us to do, should it pass, is to have the opportunity to purchase some land on the north side as well. And that land would be held in reserve for the potential to build a full station on the north side. Should the population growth continue to expand, should the population increase on the north side of the tracks, then we have that option in the future.
The Camby Fire's permanent tax rate is $1.54 per thousand of assessed value. In 2015, our voters passed a local option levy of 45 cents, which brought our total tax rate to $1.99 per thousand. We've never had a general obligation bond, and if the voters do pass the general obligation bond this coming November, that would raise another 28 cents per thousand, which would bring our total tax rate to $2.27 per thousand.